I'm cheating. You asleep?
Hey, welcome back to Nanny's Crew. I'm going to tell you a little story. This is a birth story about my first child, Rita. A lot of you don't know or don't remember when she was born in 1979, what a coincidence happened on that day. It was so coincidental that we had our local newspaper interview us. We don't really know anything about numerology or astrology or any of that, but if anybody is into that, leave a comment below and let me know if you have a take on any of this. Okay, so I nabbed Ronnie so that we can talk about what we remember about Rita's birth. I remember going to bed that night and then waking up. I definitely was having contractions, but I was trying to sleep it off for as long as possible. I remember waking up and thinking I had to go to the bathroom, and my water broke when I was in the bathroom, and that was it. We grabbed the bags and headed to the hospital.
But remember that, I was just home that night because I had been working. I worked shift work, but that was the night I just happened to be home. So that was a good thing. And then we went to the hospital and checked in, and then just started the waiting process. Of course, normal things I did, hold your hand and try to help you do what I was taught to do since it was our first child.
Yeah, we took Lamaze classes. And I had her completely natural. And I was scared to death about the whole thing. That Debbie had gone in before me, and when I came in, had Rita, and was in the room, and she still hadn't delivered yet. She was so mad. She was so mad about that. But we were really close. I think we were in the next room to each other when we were laboring, and she heard me. Like, I was terrified. And so I kept thinking I was having, I kept thinking I was going to have Rita come out. I couldn't tell, whether the pain was her coming out or what was happening. And so I kept yelling really loud, she's coming out. Debbie got so irritated with me. I didn't expect to be one of those loud laborers, and I turned out to be one in that case.
I was there also there with my brother-in-law, Diane's sister's husband, and so we once our kids were born, we celebrated, and then we got off and went to Pizza Hut and had pizza and
Dirty
pitcher
dogs.
beer.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing is that when I was in the hospital, one of my high school friends, still a very good friend, was a nurse there. So, I don't know, I felt special. She kept checking on me and everything, so that was really cool.
Yeah.
You remember that? And I mean, the one thing that I see mainly in common, besides us being all in the same family, is their personalities. The 3 birthdays of Donna, Rita, and Myron, they're all super stubborn. So, I mean, they have that Taurus kind of personality from what I've read about that zodiac. In the article that's in this video, the reporter had wondered if this is something that should be in Ripley's Believe It or Not. I don't think it ever was or anything. My sister Donna put things into perspective as to how important this day was for our family.
Hi everybody, my name is Donna, and my sister Diane asked me to say something about the significance of my birthday, which is on May 15th. I've never been one who was really big on celebrating my birthday, but things changed in 1979. And that year, Mother's Day was on Sunday, May the 13th. And my birthday was May the 15th, which was Tuesday. But on Monday, May the 14th, my house burned down. So at that time, 2 of my sisters were expecting their firstborn. And my house burning down was really kind of a devastation for me. But it made my Mother's Day celebration end on a sour note. But I had no idea what type of an impact this was going to have, these events were going to have on me in future years. But I soon found out, because in the middle of all my personal trauma, I received news that one of my sisters had gone to the hospital with contractions. So there was my bright spot. You know, there was a possibility that I would have a niece or nephew born on my birthday. And then I received some more news. My other sister had gone to the hospital, and she was also in labor. So wow, there was a possibility I'd have 2 babies born on my birthday and be able to share a birthday with me. But as it turned out, they both did deliver, and they both delivered beautiful babies. Both were born on May the 15th, and I am blessed to be the godmother to my niece. So every year I look forward to exchanging happy birthday wishes with my niece, goddaughter, and my nephew, and they'll never know the lifelong impact that they made in my life just by being born. I had lost all of my hard-earned material possessions, and my faithful God restored me with a double blessing in those 2 babies. So they serve as reminders of God's goodness. God allowed me to be in despair just long enough to realize what it was and how devastating it could be, and to appreciate the impact that it could have. But then He showed me a joy that I would have for the rest of my life. God found favor in me, and He doubled my loss with the birth of 2 beautiful babies on my birthday. And one of the best parts of that blessing is that I didn't have to go through the childbirth labor to get the love. So I think God has a sense of humor. We just have to be able to see it. So every year on my birthday, on May 15th, I look forward to saying happy birthday to my niece, goddaughter, and my nephew. And the only thing better is hearing it back from them. So now you know. May 15th is more than a birthday. It's a day that I celebrate my rebirth into the realization of how good and how merciful God is. Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to Myron, and happy birthday to Rita. I love you.